I did not want to make this video. I've been putting it off and procrastinating, but creators that I respect and look up to have done their part, and now it's my turn. I don't like to generally step on the toes of other bird-centered creators, partly because I'm not the be-all end-all. I don't know it all. And partly because I love that we do things differently. I love that Zeb has his own way of doing things, Fids has her own way of doing things, Mother Flockers has her own way of doing things. Although they're flock animals, birds are very, very individualistic. What works for one may not work for the other, so it's really cool that there is a variety of ways to do things. So if we try with one and it doesn't work, we can go to the other, which I love. What I don't love is techniques, training advice, things like that can be harmful. Negative reinforcement, fear tactics, and domineering training techniques or other styles of negative reinforcement has been proven not to work. And it's inhumane. We shouldn't be spraying our birds with a squirt bottle as a negative reinforcement. It has taken me years to get him not to be afraid of water. I'm pretty sure that's what happened with his prior situation, and he became afraid of the water, and they need the water for their feather care and their overall health. Wing clipping as a means of control is not okay. It's inhumane. We have brought them into our homes, and it's our job to be their protectors. It's our job to be their guardians. It's not our job to be their boss or dominate. Shaking their cages and mimicking an earthquake to get them to stop screaming. Birds scream. That's what they do. And they fly. It's what they're meant to do. If you don't have the patience or the time to do positive reinforcement, then you shouldn't have a bird. And wrapping a bird in a towel and then placing them in a structure, no, that's so dangerous. You have to monitor their breathing, their temperature, how their face is looking very closely when they're toweled. You can easily have one pass away if their temperature gets too high, if they aren't able to breathe properly. They don't have lungs like we do. They have air sacs, and compressing those air sacs too tightly for too long is going to cause issues. So no. I love the idea of getting your bird used to a towel because it does help with your avian vet. That is not the way to do it. Okay, and birds need toys. They need enrichment. Toys are a good thing for them. Safe toys, obviously, but toys are needed. And an all-seed diet is not recommended for birds. Pelleted diet with fresh fruit, fresh veg is what is recommended. The studies all back that. Some people may say, well, they don't get pellets in the wild. Well, they don't also burn off the seeds and things like that when they're in our homes. We've drastically changed the dynamic of their life. So we need to drastically change their diet as well. We see seed-only kids with horrible heart disease, gout, fatty liver. It's not a recommended diet to have an all-seed diet. And saying things like avian specialists are only pushing pellets because the pellet companies are paying them and they need to keep birds sick in order to get repeat business is like a slap in the face to people who have dedicated their lives to saving these gorgeous creatures. We don't get paid by the pellet companies, and there aren't very many avian specialists, so we are busy constantly. We don't need to keep anything sick in order to keep business coming. And that's just quite a disgusting accusation, to be honest. Like I said, I did not want to make this video. I don't ever want to come off like a know-it-all or anything close to that. I'm just really worried that people are going to take in the information that's being put out there these days, and it's going to be harmful for the birds. And like I've said many times, my main concern, my main drive in life is for them all to be happy and healthy and live as amazing of a life as they possibly can while they're here with us.